Hi trader, Tina once again from ShortMeTina.com with my usual nightly recap. If this is your first time here, do us a solid and drop a comment. Let us know your name, how long you've been trading, and if there's anything that we can do for you here. If you're recurring, I want to say once again, thank you for tuning in. You are the very reason why we do this. All right, so as usual, as typical, we're going to start off with a recap of the overall markets. We're going to kick it off with the S&P 500, the SPY. Right now what you're looking at is a daily chart dating back to 2017, but for the last, we can say, since 2019 began, essentially we've been focusing on this bottom here, and in particular resistance, which I believe comes in at around 280 to 282. Today we were essentially flat on the day, in my opinion, closed at 279.49. Decent volume. Again, what I'm looking and what I'm paying attention to is that 280, 282 mark. If we can penetrate that, and I believe the next time will be the charm, because we've tried it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, so the next time would be the 5th time. If we make attempts to surpass that 280 to 282 level on chance number 5, and we can actually hold above that with volume pouring in, as I've indicated before, I believe the next leg of this bull market, or this bull rally, is here to stay. What else do we have? IWM, similar story, daily chart dating back to 2017. Similarly as with the SPY, with the IWM, I am paying attention to resistance. For me, that clocks in at around 158 to 160. Today we closed at 154.37, marked by decent selling. This candle here, let me zoom in, is a doji, and if you know anything about candlestick charting, you know that a doji essentially signifies a pull or a tug between the bulls and the bears. So with a doji, you cannot look at it as a standalone. You have to pay attention to the following trading day. You have to see if there's going to be follow through. So I'm expecting a reversal, a reversal rather, but I am, you can say, waiting on or waiting for confirmation. That confirmation would look like a break below today's low of 153.80. If we break below that, expect further selling, further decline. That should be fine. Even if we pull back all the way to 144, do not concern yourself with that. Look at bigger picture. What's the bigger picture? The bigger picture is if we can penetrate that resistance level again, 158 to 160. That's bigger picture to me. Obviously, if we fall through 144, things get a little bit shaky at that point, but we're not there yet. So I'm paying attention to, once again, 158 to 160. You should as well. What else? And then we have Boeing, ticker BA daily chart. Two down days. Today we closed at 375.41, off about 6%. So the line in the sand, right? And if we go all the way back to, and this is a daily chart. Daily chart dating back to 2017, but let's focus in here, the beginning of January 2018. So you have a little bit over a year's worth of data, a year and 3 months. So if you can see here, based on this chart, 350, we've had a very difficult time, not 350, pardon, 360. We've had a very difficult time not just penetrating 360, but actually sustaining that move. We tried it back here in February of 2018, couldn't do it. We tried it once again June of 2018, October of 2018. We finally were able to get above that level in January of 2019. And as you can see here, as I've indicated in numerous videos, never chase a stock. There's no need to chase. It will always come back down. Like a gravitational pull, like gravity, it will always fall back down. And as with Boeing, granted, there was an incident that caused the selling, but either or, the stock is back down. 375.41, line in the sand is 360. Can it remain above that? If it can't, things get a little bit crazy. But I think from a risk-reward perspective, based on the chart, that might be the opportune time to go long. In my opinion, you don't want to trade this. You want to buy it to hold. What else? And we have JD daily chart dating back to 2014 when the stock IPO'd. I've done numerous videos on JD, so I'm going to keep it really short. It's up about north of 2% on the day, close at 28.11. Full disclosure, we did go long JD with a buy zone of around 19.20. We caught it right here at support. So the stock is up about 8 to 9 points from our area of entry. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. The chart looks extremely bullish, and I would not be surprised to see a print in the 30s. So sitting here at 28.11, we're inching up. I expect I don't want to put a time frame. I don't want to put a time frame on it, but I do expect JD to be trading in the 30s relatively soon. I still think, in my opinion, it's an awesome stock to hold. So put it on your watch list. What else do we have? And then we have CRON, ticker CRON, up about 2% on the day. I'm not just partial to CRON. I'll do a video recap of ACB. Again, I am bullish on the entire marijuana space. I want to say mid to longer term. Shorter term, expect your volatility. Full disclosure, as you would know if you're listening to any of my videos, we went long CRON back in August of 2018 when the stock was trading at around $5. Most recently, we saw a high of $25.10. Sitting here at $21.37, we're not too far off of all-time highs. But again, stocks do not go up in a straight line. You do have to expect your pullbacks. And just based on the chart, based on this consolidation that's happening now, which I think it's great for the stock in the chart longer term, for that next move up, you want it to consolidate or trade sideways. That's what we're doing. So I wouldn't be surprised to see CRON pull back to that $18 level. In my opinion, based on the chart from a risk reward perspective, that would be a good area to go long. Even if we dip below that and fall all the way down to 14, let's say, for example, here, which is the original breakout base, that does not invalidate the chart. I would still remain bullish anywhere above $14. So put CRON on your watch list. Another stock I would not be surprised to see trading at around 30 in the shorter term. What else do we have? And then we have ACB, another stock in the marijuana sector. Chart, daily chart dating back to 2017, but I do want to focus in on trading activity beginning around October of 2018, somewhere around here. So we closed our up, what is that? About 0.13% on the day, so not a huge move. Closed at $7.96. I'm not a fan of the candle today. Again, it looks like a gravestone doji in my opinion, which means I should expect further selling or further decline within the subsequent trading days. But I like ACB. Waiting for that opportune time to get in. I thought it was going to be today. Wasn't the case. I thought it was yesterday. It wasn't the case. Gotta wait it out some more. It's making us dance, but when it starts to move, I am pretty sure it can easily put up another double from here. We're not there yet. One thing at a time. If it pulls back, in my opinion, again, would be a buying opportunity. Can't share exactly the price point at this juncture because it's a stock that I want to get in. But stay tuned. I will continue to cover ACB. Put it on your watch list. What else do we have? And then we have ticker BPTH. Considering what it did on, I believe, Friday when it was up something like 700%. Sitting here up a little over 8% on the day seems quite underwhelming, quite unimpressive. So we closed at 35.13. So the stock remains in play. It is somewhat troubling that although we were able to surpass yesterday's high of 38, we closed underneath that high, a few points underneath that. So that's troubling. Outside of that, I would still say to keep it on your watch list. Anything above 25, the stock remains in play. And if we can actually once again try to surpass not just yesterday's high, but today's high as well. So if this can trade in the 40s, then I think it would be gearing up for that second run. But it has to act fast because time is running out, in my opinion. What else do we have? And we have ticker SFIX, daily chart dating back to around 2017, November of 2017. Like I indicated in the video yesterday, prime short candidate. Stock went as high as 37, closed at 33.78. So had you have taken that short, that's about 4 points. I personally didn't take the short. Why? Because there were no shares to short, unfortunately. Based on the candle, based on volume, I'm expecting more of a decline heading into tomorrow. The stock at some point may or may not bottom out. I would say like around 30, but we're not there yet. I wouldn't jump in terms of longing this particular stock, expecting further decline. What else do we have? And we have ticker ADT daily chart. Like I indicated yesterday, it's off about 13% on the day. I did indicate that we should have more selling. Unfortunately, based on the candle, based on volume, based on today's close, $6.57, I am expecting further downside. I think it's going to pull back to this support level of around $6. When it gets there, you might want to consider going long because guess what? I'm going to consider going long at that point. What else do we have? And then we have ticker TEUM daily chart. Let's focus in on price action that began around December of 2017. So we're off about 6.24% on the day, closed at 391. Today's low clocked in at around 390. And you know what I say. If a stock closes close to the low of the day, which it did in this particular situation, you can expect further selling into the next day. And based on volume, I'm expecting further decline. The chart overall, though, is relatively bullish. Just expect the stock to pull back some. I would not be surprised to see it trading at around $3 or $3.40. So ticker TEUM, I'm expecting more selling heading into tomorrow. However, overall, the chart is bullish in my opinion. What else do we have? And we have ticker MNKD, MannKind daily chart. And let's round it out with MannKind. So stock is up about 8.29% on the day. Decent volume. I would like to see more volume pour in, but overall decent volume. Closed at $2.09. If you look back here, again, this is a daily chart. If you go back to December of 2018, which was about 3 months ago, the stock clearly is in an uptrend. And what's an uptrend? It's characterized by higher lows. So I'll show you with this cursor here. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. The lows continue to get higher. So for example, dating back to December of 2018, the low was around 94 cents, right? You fast forward to the ending of January, the low was $1.15. How about February? The low was 146, and most recently the low was 175. Again, it is marked by higher lows. So the stock has clearly been in an uptrend since December of 2018, so that bodes well for the bulls. And then it broke out of, in my opinion, we can call this resistance of around $2 dating back to September of 2018. So around 6 or 7 months, we're trading in an area which we have not really traded. So even if the stock pulls back tomorrow or next week, as long as it can stay above 2 with volume pouring in, that might be a shift in sentiment that the bulls have been waiting for. And let's round it out there. Tina from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I would like for you to do 3 things for me. 1, comment. If this is your first time watching any of our videos, say hello, drop your name, tell me how you found me, or just generally tell me how you enjoyed the video, or if you didn't, or you did or did not. I don't know. Just comment. Let me know what's on your mind. Number 2, if you enjoyed this video and want more like it, then head on over to our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. I do videos Monday through Friday. Every day the stock market is open, I will upload a video, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you subscribe and turn on notifications, when I upload a video, you will automatically be notified, automatically. And lastly, if you want more value, and if you want to learn more things, head on over to ShortMeTina.com, sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening. From the bottom of my heart, as always,